Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. So it is Friday today. Let's do a Cyraxx Wiki reading video. We got two to do today. First one is the assassination incident. The assassination incident was, according to Cyraxx, an event where Marty and the Trolls hired Mossad, the intelligence agency of Israel, to shoot a bullet through his window into his bed to kill him while he was sleeping, and to this day insists that they tried to assassinate him despite the overwhelming amount of indisputable evidence that Cyraxx was lying, and it was just a rat trap going off or something falling. To me, I actually saw a clip. It did sound like a mouse trap basically snapping shut, like catching a mouse or something like that. Even if a bullet actually went into his bed, it could have been it would have been a stray bullet from a different shooting, as chance lives in a shithole full of gang violence, and Mossad would have no trouble assassinating a 4'8" disabled man who is in the same room almost every day, an hour of the week. He's pretty much in that room all his bloody life, to be fair. This is one of the clearest displays of Cyraxx's schizophrenic escaped delusions going into full effect. The, in quotation marks, shooting. On November 3rd, 2022, bloody hell, it was like 2022, really? I thought it was like a couple of years ago. It wasn't in 2022. Cyraxx was in a live stream where he was defaming a woman that he used to know named Candle Smith, when a loud snapping noise was heard in the background, and his bed sheets shifted up slightly. That's probably the air from the rat trap. He looked back with a look of genuine surprise and confusion on his face, and freaked out, not knowing what the noise was. Take note of the fact that after his live stream audience suggested that he was shot at, Cyraxx looked for any holes in the windows or window frame and loudly exclaimed, "Nothing there, guys, window intact," and said word for word, "There ain't a goddamn bullet hole, there ain't a scratch or nothing." So he even admitted there was no bullet hole. The lying. The day after Cyraxx was, in quotation marks, shot at, Cyraxx made a video pretending to cry, typical Cyraxx way, claiming that he was indeed a bullet. He changed his story quick, which was confirmed to be one by a friend of his. He went into his window. Oh, that went into his window, and not something falling or paranormal activity. To substantiate this, he shows a photo of the entry hole on his windowsill, which looks suspiciously like damaged caulking, and no bullet residue or burning on it. That has a completely different sideways keyholing pattern than the next bullet hole he shows. The next bullet hole he shows is in his bed. Is suspiciously completely straight, in despite the fact that if the other hole was really a bullet hole, it would have been going in sideways due to the pattern of the first entry hole. And also notice how the sheet around the hole is torn, which is not consistent with a different video made by Zach Bowles 7079, in which he tested shooting various calibers into a mattress. All of the bullets slipped straight into the mattress and did not tear the sheets around it. As the thing is, like a bullet into like a cloth or a sponge or something, or even a mattress, that would go in so cleanly. It wouldn't shatter anything, like it'll just go in so cleanly into a soft spongy material like that. did not tear the sheets around it, like what was present in Cyraxx's video. Also pay attention to the fact that Cyraxx's sheets lifted up in the live stream, which he claimed he was shot at, which wouldn't make sense if the bullet went directly into Cyraxx's mattress. Of course, this is just one of the many issues with his claims, such as the fact that no gunshots were heard. The bullet trajectory doesn't make sense. There is no police investigation. There is no effort made to avoid another assassination by moving his bed away from the window. There is no substantial assassination attempts on him. The phone call. In a phone call with Marty after the video was made, and after the police were called, who did nothing, Cyraxx claimed that his three main suspects of who attempted to assassinate him were Marty, William Gloryhole, and Candell Smith. Marty tried to convince Cyraxx that Sneaky Jim and Danny Brown were suspects in the attempted murder, but this was unsuccessful. Accusing Music Biz Marty. On the 6th, Cyraxx made a video calling out Marty as a terrorist. In the video, he not only claims that Marty orchestrated the attack, but he hired Israeli assassins to shoot him. Yes, they hired the IDF to try and assassinate Cyraxx. Like they ain't got anything better to do. Where the hell was I? Hired Israeli assassins to shoot him. Because you know Marty is Jewish. Oh, that's why he wanted to get Israel involved. Because Marty couldn't have him and was doing anything to make him look psychotic to get him institutionalized. To be fair, it would be a lot better if Cyraxx was in a proper mental hospital. Like, stick him in the fucking loony bin. Aftermath. Cyraxx would continue to insist that he was almost killed, even after being confronted multiple times with the irrefutable evidence that nothing happened. He still swears that he was assassinated to this day, and has made multiple altercations and expansions to his story, such as him going from claiming he was shot at with an ice bullet to claiming that he was shot at by a regular bullet, or claiming that people who shot him were shooting at him from the rooftops. Yeah, there were snipers across the way, implying that they were on his neighbour's house across the street. As there aren't any real tall buildings near his house that a sniper would use. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, fucking hell. As this was last updated on the 4th of March of last year. So, let's have a look at some pictures quickly. Okay, so this is the window and this is the thing right here. Yeah, so this is too big to be a bullet hole. If it was a bullet hole, it just would be like a rounded hole. That is not a bullet hole. And this one is of his mattress. Yeah, that's the thing, because like he claims that it tore the mattress and that. A bullet wouldn't tear the mattress. Like it wouldn't like tear the sheets around it. It would be a clean hole. That looks like it's been like torn and that. To be fair, that actually looks like a mouse has had a go at it. There's mice living inside his mattress. Right, let's do another one. Video games. Video games are an extensive part of Cyraxx's online presence, alongside of his music and videos of him raging. Although the types of video he plays tend to overlap his other hobbies, especially racing. Unsurprisingly, Cyraxx deludedly believes that he has enough talent to build a career as both a gaming YouTuber and professional e-racer. Although he is awful at any type of video games he plays due to his poor reaction times and situational awareness, alongside with his general lack of intelligence. To confirm to his delusions, Cyraxx doesn't differentiate between game matches populated by real players and matches populated by bots. An example of this is how he calls racing he's partaken in as events, as is to make them sound more prestigious than a locally hosted game populated by bots set on the lowest difficulty. He also seems to think that whenever the game tells him that he's beaten a time record, it means that he has beaten the absolute world record and not the record for this particular saved game. Cyraxx mainly plays mainstream titles such as Fortnite, which he should not be on due to him being a paedophile, Forza and Grand Theft Auto Online, although he occasionally plays more obscure older games which are usually free-to-play titles with servers mostly populated by bots. Many frequently mock Cyraxx for choosing arcade-style racing games with a significant amount of assist features, making spinning out or crashing more difficult. Of course, despite having a full racing setup that would make it easier to steer than the keyboard or controller, Cyraxx manages to frequently spin out and crash as he haphazardly slams on the gas or brakes without any sort of throttle control. He'd be absolutely fucking useless driving a real vehicle, to be fair. He's not much better in shooting games, as Cyraxx displays no strategy other than to run headfirst into the action and figure the rest out on the go. Doing things like attempting to take out a sniper by running in a straight line at them armed with a pistol, or running straight into a heavily armed enemy with a large health pool as a support class with weak weaponry. He's a fucking idiot. List of games. Fortnite. Cyraxx is an avid Fortnite player, but is certainly not a good one. Cyraxx likes to champion himself as some sort of guru of the game, but he is unable to escape bot lobbies that Fortnite places low-level players in to provide beginners with an opportunity to learn the game's basics before fighting against real players. He gets forced into the baby mode. Grand Theft Auto Online. It is no surprise that a game combining romanticized criminality, shooting and racing would appeal to Cyraxx. True to his known dishonesty, Cyraxx owns a modded GTA account, shown by the ridiculously large sum of $16 trillion sitting in the character's bank account. However, Cyraxx denies cheating and claims that he gained the money legitimately by playing the game since release. Yeah, he fucking botted that account. Forza series, Call of Duty, and there was nothing for Call of Duty. But, yeah, shooting games he's rubbish at, it's all you need to know. Platforms. See also device booking, in which I think we already did that one. PC. Cyraxx used to have a gaming PC, gifted to him by a buddy troll in 2023. In March of 2025, Cyraxx broke his PC after a troll tricked him into messing up with the motherboard, preventing the system from booting up. Although the PC could be fixed by installing a new motherboard, Cyraxx neither has the money or technical skills to do so, and would instead continuously pester Sally into buying him a new system. So far, Cyraxx is no gaming PC. Xbox. Cyraxx went through several Xbox consoles over the years, all of which ended up being bricked thanks to his own stupidity and the efforts of buddy trolls, gifting him USB drives and peripherals booby-trapped with kill-stick devices. So far, Cyraxx bricked 4 Xboxes, 3 Xbox Series X and S, and 1 Xbox 360. Oh, that's the 4 of them, okay. Which many sees as a true testament to his astonishing greed and gullibility. He's a fucking moron. And people buy this shit for him as well. Like, seriously. The Wii. Cyraxx had a Wii console, which he started to use more frequently after losing both his PC and Xboxes. This console would also be bricked after Cyraxx plugged a killstick drive thinking it was contained mods. Why? Like, he falls for the same shit all the time. He deserves it. Page was last edited on the 28th of February 2016. So yeah, that has been it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. A little bit long, but I did have a little bit to drink when I came home tonight. It is a Friday after all. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.